And to leave off of what I was saying, it's not coincidence that the cops are killing our black men. It's becoming an epidemic. Like the AIDS virus was an epidemic. Meth was an epidemic. It's an epidemic. Black men killing black men. You're ignorant. I'm ashamed of you. Why are you killing each other? Like, for real. He has on a blue shirt and you want to kill him? Why are you perpetrating that we're super predators? You're bringing to pass the fact that Hillary Clinton thinks that blacks are super predators, and you're giving credence and validity to the fact that she thinks that black people are animals. Black men, wake up. You're kings. Wakanda forever. But you're not thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? What's happening in this world right now is a situation that is getting out of control. Do I believe there will be a race war? Absolutely. Why? Because the hate that is being spewed. I mean, what presidents calls African nations and minority countries hellholes? I mean, like, who does that? Where do they do that at? Oh, I know. They do it here in the United States with Donald Trump that likes to grab women by their coochies. Excuse my language. Y'all, we got to do something about this. I've had so many friends whose kids have been killed by violence, gang violence, murder. I know people who have had family killed by police. This stuff is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. It's stupid. You want to kill, like, we have to do something about this. Because I'm telling you, I have two sons, and if either one of them was met with the demise of murder by a gun by a cop, me and the cop might be going to jail together. Because you're not going to kill my son and get away with it. While somebody go report this. She done said that she wasn't going to let nobody kill her kids. But no, in all seriousness though, what is wrong? Cops are killing black men with cell phones. Next thing they going to have in their hand, some chicken from Jack's Chicken on Alberta. And that's going to be a reason to kill our black men. I just simply wanted to stop. I wanted to stop. I wanted to end. And I just have too many friends that have been affected by the tragedy of what has happened. And I'm just downright tired of it. To hear about the little boy who was killed 20 times with a gun, that's ridiculous. Those cops, I would seek the death penalty. Donald Trump wants to give the death penalty to people who sell drugs. If your orange butt don't go ahead and give that death penalty to cops that are killing minorities in America's version of genocide, that's genocide. You know that, right? If you study your books, if you go to school, you have any sense of what's going on in the United States, do you know that the United States is practically practicing genocide? But guess what? By 2030, statistics state that the United States is not going to be a pure white country. So to the white races, unfortunately, sorry guys, this is going to be a brown country. Yeah, I have some brown grandchildren. They have other races in them. I have friends. They're marrying white men. I have friends. They're marrying white women. I have friends. They're marrying Chinese people. This is no longer going to be a white on white, black on black country. This is going to be a country that is going to be mixed. So, sorry, in 2020, go out in the elections and let's bring someone in who actually cares about our country and the minorities. And let's stop playing games, because I've had enough with this man grabbing people by their private parts, talking about absolutely nothing, doing absolutely nothing. And his main objective is keeping Latino people over the border wall at a deficit of billions of dollars. So instead of helping our veterans, he wants to build a wall. Okay. Build the wall. He wants to build the wall to keep the Latinos out. But I have a question for him. Okay. Let's say you build a wall and you keep the Latinos out. Who gonna pick the apples and the corn? And the squashes and the apples and the grapes and the oranges? Because, you know, white people ain't about to get out there and pick all that stuff for 25 cents an hour. Black people ain't about to get out there and pick it. So he's essentially going to cause the collapse of our agricultural industry by deporting Latinos back to Mexico. And half of them aren't even from Mexico. All people who speak Spanish are not from Mexico, Donald Trump. History lesson. Some are from other Spanish-speaking countries that are here. Just thought you should know. Also, you said you spoke with the president of Puerto Rico. You are the president. Just some FYIs that I thought you wanted to know about. But people, come on, let's keep it real. This stupid gun violence is stupid and dumb, and it has to be something dumb about it. And we're sitting by, and black men. If I hear one more story about a black man shooting a man down in the street because he had on some purple, low top, blue crip, Carl Kanai tennis shoes, they should just throw you in the jail because you stupid, because you're killing your own kind. Who we need to prosecute are the cops because they want us dead. And for those of you who do not know your history lesson, do you know that the police were originally set up back in slave times to catch runaway slaves? Well, guess what? It looks like they are keeping their tradition in order because almost 400 years later, they're still tracking down runaway slaves and killing them and locking them up. And in the United States, with 2 million people in the prison system, with 75% of them minorities, Latinos, and blacks. But you got to ask yourself, why are they so threatened by us? Is it because we don't age? Is it because we're talented? Is it because they're culture vultures? Is it because they imitate our lips, our body, our music, our songs, our raps, our culture, our dance? I know we're something to one after, but guess what? Why not band with us and ask us to teach you some things instead of copying it and stealing it? But with that being said, I love everyone. But things are getting out of hand, and I have 2 sons, and I don't want them to be affected by a white cop with trigger hands who doesn't like a black man killing my child. I don't want them feeling like they got the power because the man in power who gets to grab people by whatever he wants to grab them at and disrespect them is able to do so. I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm calling out to God for him to go after and make them accountable for what they are doing to our children, to make them accountable for the things that they are doing to our people, to make them accountable for the things that they are doing to African American. As an African American woman in corporate America, if you knew how hard I had to fight just to get to the level of a counterpart that I was smarter than, you would be amazed. As an African American, if you could see at the number of times I had to, in a very low tone or a very low way, check a young woman asking me if my ponytail was a weave. Ma'am, what part of me having a weave has to do with your work day? Nothing. But I went on a side note. The bottom line is stop the guns. Stop the people with the guns. Hold them accountable. Let's do something about it. I don't want my kids to die. I have friends with kids that have died. And it's getting out of hand. And I don't want to see it no more. And I want to see the cops held accountable. The next president in power, I want cops to face the maximum penalty that a black man would face for murder. Bottom line, the maximum penalty. Just like you'll give a man then the black community 50 years for killing one another, I would like to see the same thing done to them. There's lots of work to be done, people. But again, to the white races, by 2030, your bloodline's not going to be pure. They're going to be mixed with black people, Latina people, Haitian people, Arabic people. Everybody's going to be everything. There's no way to keep your bloodline thin, your bloodline pure. I think that's hilarious. Ha ha! You can't keep your bloodline thin. Too bad. So sad. Joke's on you. Guess what? Black don't crack. Which is a good thing, because what might happen is then you won't age so quick. But that's for the racist people. For the racist people, y'all something else. Y'all is something else. You holding on to racism from your grandma and grandpa from 100 years ago and don't even know why you don't like black people. And then when a black person is nice to you, you pinch your lips up and don't know how to act. I love everybody. I respect everybody. But I kill them dead. Like in The Color Purple, if I allow them to disrespect me. But I just wanted to say, please stop the violence. Let's stop the hate. Let's stop the black on black crime. Let's do something with this police violence to help stop things. You know what I'm saying? You know, things are out of control. My heart broke to find out about the 20-year-old little boy that was killed in his backyard over a cell phone. I hope they throw the book at all of you white officers. And if they don't, let the Watts riots come. If they don't, let the Rodney King riots come. If they don't, let's stand up and take a fight and a right. Because obviously holding signs and chanting aren't doing the job. Let's try to work together in love and peace. But if y'all keep doing the things you doing, God is going to unleash something on you that you ain't never seen. You ain't never felt. You ain't going to be able to hide and you ain't going to be able to run. Stop killing our black men.